Namaskaram everyone. Welcome back to Dr. Sahida Academy. Today we will explore another important topic, infancy stage and their dimensions of development. This is especially important for CTET, TET and B.Ed exam preparation. Let's start. Infancy is a crucial stage of human development, the stage from birth to 2 years. During this period, rapid changes occur across various dimensions. Dimensions such as physical, mental, emotional, social, moral, and language development. First, physical development. Did you know that by the end of their first year, most babies will have tripled their birth weight? It's incredible how much they grow in such a short time. Say for example, if your baby is born weighing around 3 kilograms, by their first birthday, they could weigh about 9 kilograms. This rapid growth is due to the nutrients they get from breast milk or formula and later solid foods. Let's talk about how babies develop motor skills. Motor skills are the abilities that allow us to move and control our bodies. They start with reflex actions and gradually become voluntary actions. Say for example, when a baby is born, they have certain reflexes, like the grasp reflex. If you put your finger in a newborn's palm, they will automatically grasp it. This is an involuntary action. They don't think about doing it. It just happens. As babies grow, they start to gain more control over their movements. Around 4 to 6 months, you will notice that they begin to grasp objects voluntarily. They might reach out to grab a toy or their bottles because they want to hold it. This is a voluntary action. Next, babies usually start crawling around 6 to 10 months. Crawling is a major milestone because it shows that they are gaining strength and coordination. They are starting to explore their environment and develop their muscles. By the time they are around 12 months old, many babies begin to take their first steps. Walking is a complex motor skill that requires balance, coordination, and strength. So, motor skills development is a journey from simple reflex to complex voluntary actions. Next, explore how babies develop their senses. Sensory development involves the improvement of vision, recognition of faces, and sharpening of hearing. When babies are born, their vision is quite blurry. They can only see objects that are about 8 to 12 inches away, mostly caregiver's face. Over the first few months, their vision improves. By the time are around 3 to 4 months old, they can start to see objects further away and enjoy looking at bright colors and patterns. One of the remarkable milestones in sensory development is the recognition of faces. From birth, babies are naturally drawn to faces, and by around 2 to 3 months, they can recognize their parents' faces and respond with smiles and cues. This recognition is crucial for bonding and social interaction. Hearing is another sense that develops early. Babies can hear quite well at birth, and by 1 month, they can distinguish between different sounds, such as their mother's voice from other voices. Their hearing continues to sharpen, and by 6 months, they can turn their heads towards the source of sounds and even react to their own name. Next is mental development. According to Piaget, infants are in the sensorimotor stage. Sensorimotor stage, which spans from birth to about 2 years of age. During this time, infants explore the world using their senses and motor actions. One of the significant milestones in this stage is the development of object permanence. This is the understanding that objects continue to exist even when they cannot be seen. Say for example, if you hide a toy under a blanket, a baby who has developed object permanence will look for the toy under the blanket, knowing it has not disappeared. This usually begins to emerge around 8 to 12 months of age. Babies also start developing early problem-solving skills. They learn to use different actions to achieve a desired result. Say for example, they might figure out how to push a button to make a toy light up or pull a string to bring a toy closure. These problem-solving actions help them learn how things work and how to manipulate their environment. Attachment formation. Babies develop trust with their caregivers during what Erik Erikson called the trust versus mistrust stage. This means that if a caregiver consistently meets the baby's needs, the baby will learn to trust them. Say for example, you might notice a baby smiling when they see a familiar face. This shows they have formed a secure attachment and feel safe around their caregiver. Basic emotions. As babies grow, they begin to express basic emotions like happiness, anger, and fear. You will see their face light up with joy when playing peekaboo. You know peekaboo game? An adult hides the baby's face, usually behind their hands, and then suddenly reveals it while saying peekaboo. Got it? And they will cry out in frustration when they are hungry or tired. These emotions are natural parts of their development and help them communicate their needs and feelings. Stranger anxiety. Around 8 to 9 months, many babies start to experience stranger anxiety, which is a fear of unfamiliar people. This is a normal part of development. For example, if a baby clinches to their caregiver or cries when approached by a new person, it is because they are recognizing the difference between familiar and unfamiliar faces. Let's explore social development in infancy. Bonding with caregivers. Babies bond with their caregivers by observing and mimicking their actions. Say for example, if an adult claps their hands, a baby might watch closely and then try to clap their hands in response. Interaction with others. Social smiles. Around 6 to 8 weeks, babies start to show social smiles. This is when they smile in response to seeing familiar faces. Play. Initially, babies play alone, engaging in solitary play. However, as they grow, their play becomes more interactive. They might start to enjoy playing simple games with their caregivers or other children, which helps them learn social skills and cooperation. Caregiver responsiveness is crucial in shaping a baby's social behavior. When caregivers respond promptly and lovingly to a baby's needs, it helps build trust and security. Let's talk about moral development in infancy. During this stage, infants are in what we call a pre-moral stage. This means they don't yet have an understanding of right or wrong. Pre-moral stage, in the early months and years, babies are primarily focuses on their immediate needs and comfort. They don't yet have the capacity to understand moral concepts. Although infants don't grasp right and wrong, their moral foundation begins to form through the consistent care they receive. Say for example, when a caregiver meets a baby's needs regularly, the baby learns to trust that the world is a safe and fair place. Empathy, or the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It starts to develop when caregivers show warmth and care. When a caregiver responds to a baby's cries with comfort and affection, it teaches the baby that others' feelings matter. This is the beginning of empathy. Lastly, let's explore the stages of language development in infancy. Around 6 to 8 weeks, babies start making cooing sounds like oo, ah. These vowel sounds are their first attempts at vocalizing and are a delightful way for them to practice using their vocal cords. By the 4 to 6 months, babies begin babbling, which involves repeating consonant-vowel combinations like baba, dada. Babbling is an important step as it helps babies learn the rhythm and patterns of speech. Around their first birthday, many babies start saying their first words such as mama, dada, amma. These words are usually simple and often refer to their parents or other familiar people and objects. Then, parental interaction plays a crucial role in language development. Reading, talking, and singing to infants help them learn new sounds and words. Say, for example, reading a storybook introduces babies to different words and rhythm of language. Talking to them during daily activities like describing what you are doing helps build their vocabulary. Singing songs and lullabies not only soothes them but also reinforces the sounds and patterns of speech. Understanding these stages helps teachers and parents nurture a child's growth. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to Dr. Sakita Academy for more educational content. Don't forget to click the bell icon for updates. See you next time. Let's learn and grow together. Thank you.